Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy New Year. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here at Morning Moment. We are so glad and blessed of the Lord to be back to see 2019. Good morning. What a privilege it is to be in God's presence. And Happy New Year to all of you. I trust that you had a blessed holiday, that you had a blessed time with your families, that you had a blessed rest, vacation away from your normal responsibilities. And that's the reason why we love the holiday season. It gives us that necessary break that many of us needed, including uh, numero uno. I needed that break. I needed that time away from my responsibilities just to refuel and allow God to commune with me. Welcome, Delphine. Welcome, those who are signing in. Welcome, frontline soldiers. We've missed you. We have missed being here. We've missed our fellowship, our back and forth. You need to greet me. I am using new technology this morning. I'm using a new way of broadcasting. I am simultaneously broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube and Periscope and a lot of different social media platforms at the same time off of one place. In God good? While I was off, He was giving me wisdom, sharpening my tool. So in order for me to know you're there, I need you to talk to me. I can see your comments. I can see Happy New Year, Kevin. Happy New Year, Teresa and Lynn and Deanna. Happy New Year, everyone. We are so blessed to be here. I do have a word from the Lord this morning. I know that's why you're here. One moment is enough to change a life. I got some new definitions on that phrase on my break. Any kind of moment. Let's not even qualify the moment. We used to say a moment to be used of God, a moment for a kind word, a moment of exposure to God will change a life. But sometimes it can be that moment that you take to be with God. One moment is enough to change your life. Sometimes it can be that moment that you reserve in your day to commune with Him and let Him know that you're open. Come on, somebody. How many of you all are open to God's purpose in your life? You're open to be that vessel of utilization. Just Morning Moments is about being committed to being open to whatever God has for us on this day, January the 2nd. We are here gathering together on one accord to declare and decree we're open for God's opportunities. Somebody need to type that on the screen. I'm open for God's opportunities. I'm open right now. I have gotten a new perspective on life. I got so angry when I realized I had been in the wrong perspective. You know, hindsight, they say, is 2020. Welcome, Leroy. Happy New Year. Hindsight is 2020. What does that mean? When you're able to look back over your life, you can see perfectly what's going on. That's why they say hindsight is 2020. When you can look back and reflect over 2018, you can see clearly some things that you did wrong. I can see clearly some things that went the wrong direction. But I'm not into a new year. Happy New Year to all of you. It is 2019, believe it or not. But that is not what has occurred in my life. What has happened to me. And I just wanted to use the first day of the year to share with you what's going on with me, and maybe you can just catch hold to it for yourself. What's going on with me is that I'm in a new season. I didn't just cross over into a new year. I crossed over into a new season. I don't know about you, but I don't want no more of the same. I don't desire any more of what I experienced in 2018. But I got enough sense to realize that if I want change in my life, something within me has to change. If I want change in my life, something that I'm thinking and doing has to be changed. Good morning, Dwayne, Dorothy, and Leroy. Happy New Year. Love you all. If you're here, comment, because that's the only way I'm going to know you're here. I'm using a new platform. We are broadening our possibilities. We're broadening our capabilities. Come on, somebody. Somebody need to type that on the screen. I'm broadening my possibilities and my capabilities right now. We're talking about I have crossed over not just into a new year. That's coincidental. It's coincidental that it all happened at the same time. But my crossover is into a new season. How do I know I'm in a new season? Because I got a new perspective. I have a new attitude. I have a new outlook. This year, I am going to live as though I am justified by my faith. I'm going to say that again, just so you can catch it this time. 2019, Marvy Wright is going to live her life as though she had been justified by my faith. What do you mean? It means that, first of all, when I got into my new perspective, the first transformation that happened for me is that I realized who I am. That's the part that made me mad. I said the nerve of the enemy to subdue who I am. I need y'all to understand on Morning Moments today who I am. I am the head and not the tail. I am a royal priesthood. I am royalty. I need y'all to respect and understand and receive who I am, because I now realize who I am. I went through 2018 not really fully walking in who I am. I know what I was. I know who I was, but I didn't quite understand who I am. I'm an heir and a priesthood of the mighty, almighty King of all, the ruler of all. I'm a child of God. You know, you can join together two Kojic people. You can join together two Baptist people, two Church of God people, two apostolic people. But when you get together two believers, I ain't trying to be none of those things that I named. What I'm trying to be in 2018 is a believer. I'm trying to be a believer, because when you get believers together, we can send 10,000 a chase. I posted a picture on yesterday. I'm not only going through my Red Sea, but I'm driving through it like a freeway, meaning I'm going full steam ahead with no fear, no doubt, no confusion as to who I am and who God says I am. That's it, Teresa. I am who God says I am. Got to walk in it. God says to me that if all I got to do, and I'm paraphrasing, all I got to do is fear him. Lord knows I fear him. Fear him every day that I wake up in the morning. I fear him. But my Bible in Psalms tells me all I have to do is fear him, And then in return, a dividend for my fear is he encamps angels all around me. So when you're looking at me on this screen, you are only seeing me. But please believe, I got an army of angels that are all around me. They're going into my day with me. They're walking with me. They're talking with me. They're protecting me. They're communing with my Father constantly on my behalf. They are interceding for my situations. They are interceding for my decisions today. I'm not walking alone. Therefore, I can walk in victory. Ooh, God is so powerful. We just don't even understand who we serve. We don't even understand the kind of God we serve. Last year, if you remember, for our watch meeting service, one of our precious saints went home to be with the Lord in church. It was very devastating for my church. It was very devastating for my church home to witness that kind of a thing. It's actually a shift that happens when you witness that kind of a thing. And she left behind a son. She used to talk to us so much about her son, Mother Calhoun, bless her heart, where she rests in peace. And when he came to the funeral, I finally met this son. And he was so broken. He was so broken until it touched my heart for a child to be that broken over the loss of their mother. And I began to witness to him. And I often through the year prayed for him. Somebody is praying for you when you don't even know they're calling out your name. That's the beauty in this thing that we're walking in. God allows people to intercede on your behalf when you don't even know what's going on. That's the grace that we float in through life. But to make a long story short, because we were entering into this season of 1 year anniversary, I began to pray for this young man. Here was my prayer. God, I don't really know where he is. I really don't know what he's doing right now. But I know you do. And I know that you can touch this young man during this season. Uphold him, sustain him, and keep him in the center of your will. Let your will be done in his life. Let Mother Calhoun's dying not be in vain, because what she wanted more than anything was for her son to know you. That was my prayer. Went on about my business, believing that no matter where he was, that God could answer my prayer. Well, to my surprise, that young man walked into service on Sunday morning. And it was just a reminder to me. It probably did more for me than it even did for him. It was a reminder to me that we serve an omnipresent God. Regardless to where people are and what they're doing, God has the ability to direct your path into the destiny that he has set for you. Not only was I able to pray for that young man, but God made it possible for me to wrap my arms around him and tell him that I loved him and that I've never stopped praying for him and that God is going to sustain him and take him through this season. What a mighty God we serve. Please elevate your thinking. Please elevate your faith. Please rise up to who you are. I'm striving. This was my 2019 prayer. Lord, I want people to know you like I'm learning to know you. I want people to love you the way I love you. I want people to live for you the way I want to live for you. What can I do to transfer that? Ah, what can I do to become contagious of that? Y'all can have the positions, the titles, the platforms, the seats. Y'all can have all of that foolishness if God would just grant me this one prayer. However he see fits to do it, I'm ready. However he wants to utilize me, I'm ready. This is the desire of my heart and my prayer in 2019. I love you all with the love of Christ. We got to go back to work, y'all. I know you ain't ready. If you're like me, even my dog didn't even want to get up this morning. But it's time. We got to go to work. I love you. Y'all share this. We've got to share the word in 2019. We're going to grow this ministry to 2,000 people a day. That's what I'm asking God for. I'm not shy on growing the ministry because God told me if you're going to do what you just asked me to do, you got to open up your thinking to be open to growing. That's the only way it's going to happen. I love y'all. We'll be back on tomorrow. Have a fabulous day.